handed Arsenal?
He should have done more. If I was him, I would have punched the microphone. Because at this point, what's the point of VAR? I don't get it. In all other leagues, VAR does its best to correct injustices. That's just basically what it is. A referee has overlooked something. If something as glaring or very obvious happens on the pitch and the referee doesn't see it, VAR corrects him. That's just how it's done. In England, it's like the VAR is there to affirm whatever the decision the referee has made in real time. So if you punch me and the referee says he saw you giving me a pat on my face, VAR looks at it and says, yeah, there could be a pat in that punch. So that is true. That's how the English interprets their VAR. And it's absolute nonsense for me. First of all, with the ball going out, it took beIN Sport after the game
to tell us that
the ball was in. The push on Gabriel is as obvious as anything. If that is not a push, then I really don't know.
It was both hands on his back. It was
both hands on his back. In fact, the right hand was on the back of his neck. And he didn't just use him to help him jump, but pushed him. So obvious. And then my point is, why do you rewind and replay only to arrive at such a silly decision? Because this was so obvious a push. And I really don't understand how this goal was allowed to stand. Now,
because I wish we actually had time, because there have been similar incidents, right, in the league where
these things have been given. Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, something like this, if it was switched and if Newcastle were the defending team, this could easily have been a penalty.
Yeah.
It's very obvious. This could easily have been a penalty. So it was such a glaring foul.
If Newcastle did this in their box,
yes,
they probably would have given Arsenal a
penalty.
They would have
given Arsenal a penalty. So I'm very surprised. And you see, it's becoming one too many.
Yeah.
The way the Premier League has branded itself as the best league in the world. Match day one, a goalkeeper is punching somebody in the jaw, and you are telling me it's not a foul.
Yeah.
You've already set a very silly precedent. Match day 3, it's like he was flying. Romero, he wanted to fly on the pitch, so he spread out his arms and was flying, and the ball hits his arm, and you interpret that as not being a penalty. When the rules clearly say that the hands are out of natural,
naturally wide,
that's not giving us a penalty. So many decisions. You look at the Liverpool thing. What happened to Liverpool against Spurs?
They acknowledge that they made the wrong decision.
Because he was texting his wife. Whilst he was supposed to follow the game, he was texting his wife.
That's
so
how he missed it.
Yeah, so his mind was not on the game. That's how come they can tell you to check for offside.
Allegation?
But it's only for me, if I'm sitting in the room, it's only my wife who can take my attention away from what is happening.
So you just made a wild allegation.
It's not an allegation.
It's an informed assumption.
No, yes, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, because if it was anything apart from his wife texting him, then he should be stripped off his job. Serious matter. Now look at what has happened against us. You see, what annoys me is the lack of unity in this thing. We all know that the referees in the Premier League
it's so divided, Some people.
Yet, when it happens to us now, everybody else is happy. Forgetting that next week somebody else will collect. Yeah.
Actually, we said Klopp was moaning.
That's what we said about Klopp.
Arsenal fans who said Klopp was moaning.
It's the dishonesty also. It happened against Wolves on the opening day. Yeah, Ten Hag told all of us that was not a foul. He didn't think it was a foul. Then it happens against him, against Tottenham Hotspur. Postecoglou goes in there. He says we should accept that mistakes happen. Yeah. Today it has happened to Postecoglou. We'll hear what you come and see. Yeah. When it happened, I've forgotten who it happened to, but Arteta did last season. Yeah. Arsenal against Liverpool. Arteta said, referees make mistakes. At the end of the season, it happened against him against Brentford. He was very angry. Today he wanted to punch the interviewer. It was not the interviewer who interpreted the VAR. So you see. They just need to be unified. Let's understand that this thing is a serious problem and then tackle it, because when it is segregated in camps, it will not put pressure on. It will continue. It will not put pressure on the officials to change, because